Hi, so I'm just doing a little follow-up video to my previous video on pregnancy and loneliness. Um, just letting the people who are wondering know I'm fine now. um, Not a lot of friendships still, but I made it through the pregnancy without any problem. Obviously during COVID lockdowns, so that was an adventure. Um, And yeah, once I actually got through the pregnancy, a lot of the struggles that I was having emotionally with the loneliness just kind of evaporated with time. I think it was a lot exacerbated by the pregnancy hormones where everything just felt so huge all of the time. But all good now, really. Still not a lot of strong friendships. I don't have a lot of time for making new friends or meeting new people now that I'm back to full time study. But since I'm doing my year long research project, I do have regular contact with my supervisor as well as my honours cohort. So at least I'm actually having conversations with people outside of this small family unit, which is good, and it gives me something else to focus on and different people to talk to who are not under the age of 4. So um, so I guess ultimately, even if you are struggling with the loneliness of pregnancy and not having those strong friendship connections with people, hopefully for you, it will also lessen once you actually get through the pregnancy and you're dealing with just, daily life with baby at home. It is easier. Plus, I mean, even though I have my own issues with mothers groups, um, it is at least something different, a change of environment. So if you can get out to the mothers and parents groups that are available in your area, I do recommend it, even if they can be very cliquey, and even if you don't make friends through it, at least you're getting out there, you're socializing, your kid is having new experiences as well, and that's so good for everyone, really. Just getting out of the house and going out and about and putting yourself out there a little bit, it starts to become more comforting, especially once those hormones peter out. I really genuinely, from this side of pregnancy, think it was mostly influenced or exacerbated by those hormones. Because once pregnancy was over with, once I was recovered and able to head outside thanks to lockdowns, um, things really did start to look up and everything was a lot easier. And in my particular case, I have reconnected with some of my old friends, so that's been good, even though they live too far away to really hang out with them. Um, it's people to talk to, and ultimately I think that that's what we all need, is just having someone there who you can actually speak to when you have some troubles, even if there's nothing that they can do about it, even if you don't want them to fix your problems. It's just good to be able to have someone who will listen and not judge you or be a jerk to you for it or make you feel like you're annoying them. um, that's it's just so good to have that kind of person around. So, ultimately, yes. I think from this side of pregnancy, my advice to previous me would just be to get through the pregnancy. Just try your best to focus on what is important, what you need to get done, and once you're through it, once you're through that pregnancy stage and you have your baby with you, it is a lot easier to handle the friendshiplessness uh, that unfortunately affects quite a few of us. So, yeah, that's it, really. And I hope that everyone who commented or watched or felt some familiarity with what I was going through, I hope that you've made it through. And if you haven't, just, look to that end point. You're going to have your baby soon. And then once baby's here, you can take baby out for walks, to parents groups. You can go out, and even if you're not making friends, having those like even superficial connections to people, having someone else to talk to is good. Having conversations is good, even just small talk. It really does start to pick you up once you get through that massively crushing feeling of the loneliness during pregnancy. It is a lot better on the other side. Even if you still don't have those strong connections, it is a lot easier in my personal experience. And I hope it's easier for you too. And I'm really sorry that you've gone through this or are still going through this. I know it's an awful feeling, and it really just weighs on you so much. But yeah, hopefully it won't feel quite so bad with a little bit of time. So, bye.